Hello dear students. Today we will continue with the working with language part of Unit 1, the best Christmas present in the world. Here, today's topic is a noun phrase. Now what is a noun phrase? Noun phrase, as you can see in the sentence, I took out a small black tin box. The phrase in italics is a noun phrase. That is small black tin box. It is a noun phrase. It has a noun, that is box, and as the head word, and three adjectives preceding it. Okay, which are these three adjectives? Small, black, and tin. Tin is the material of which the box is made. Notice the order in which the adjectives occur, that is size, color, and material of which it is made. We rarely use more than four adjectives before a noun, and there is no rigid order in which they are used, though there is a preferred order of modifier adjectives in a noun phrase, as given below. So this is it. There is no particular order, rigid order, but yeah, there is a proper way to describe a noun. Now, suppose if I would have spoken this sentence like I took out a black tin small box, so that have been an ambiguous statement. You could have not made out meaning of that sentence. But this sentence does makes a very clear cut meaning. So that is why we are given this sequence of modifying or describing a noun. Now what is the sequence? That the first is determiner, that is a and the. Then comes the first modifier, that is opinion or feeling, that is nice, lazy, beautiful. Okay. The second modifier is size, shape, and age. Is it tall? Is it round? Is it old? It is young. Your modifier 3 is color, that is red, white, black, green, dark, or light. Whatever the color of that noun might be, or what that word might be. The fourth modifier is material, that is silk, cotton, woolen. Okay, and in the end we have the head word, that is the noun, woman, man, table, chair. So this is an example. Suppose I want to describe a chair, so you can say I have a nice round wooden colored table. Okay, you may use these modifiers in your own to make your own sentences and jot it, at least make 4 sentences out of this. Okay, you may use your own also. So this is a preferred sequence, and I'll suggest you go through this sequence only, so that will make your description more meaningful and appropriate. The table below contains a list of nouns and some adjectives. Use as many adjectives as you can to describe each noun. You might come up with some funny descriptions. Now, these are all the adjectives for these nouns, that is elephant, face, building, or water. So generally when I am there in classroom, when we have students in the classroom, I make them to describe the face of their friend. Okay, and with using all these adjectives. Yes, you may call up your friend and describe his or her face, and it will be really funny thing, because you have to use these modifiers in this sequence, and when you use them, it will be really funny. Okay, suppose if I describe the face of my friend, so how I would describe my uh, the or suppose Mr. X has very nice circular multicolored multicolored chubby face. Okay, nice circular multicolored chubby face. Like this, you may describe the face of your friend, or you may describe a building, you may describe an elephant, water. Now, describing a water, can you describe it? Try it. Okay. If you got any doubt, please ask me in Google Classroom or at any other platform which suits you. The next part that comes in is speaking in group, discuss whether wars are good ways to end conflict between countries. Now, this homework I have already given, if I'm not wrong. That what are the other ways to solve a war? You may again speak with your friends, with your family. You know, you can come up with some really great ideas. What the second thing that you have to speak is what kind of presents do you like and why? What are the things you keep in mind when you buy presents for others and discuss with your partner? Now, yeah, this is really interesting. That means everybody likes some. I suppose if I'm talking about me, I like presents that are big. You know, presents that are of my need. And what things do we keep in mind when we buy presents for others? Yeah, we make sure that whatever gift we give, it must be of some or the other use to that person. So this thing you can talk with your family, and you should be talking with your family, because you tell them, see father or see mother, I like gifts, and you next time you buy them, you buy this sort of thing or this, that would really help you. If at all they are planning to give you any gift, sooner they will make sure to that they give you the present which you have asked, which you have described. We're not telling it directly. Okay. The next comes writing part. Imagine that your Jim, you have returned to your town after war in your diary record. Now, diary entry part, if I'm not wrong, I have already described, we have already seen this thing in your previous class, and I have also given it in Google Classroom to write diary entry of whatever things you are doing in this lockdown and this uh, period of pandemic. So please continue writing it. Now this is there in your unit also, to write your diary, to write a diary entry. Suppose you are Jim, you have returned from war, so uh, how can you how would you write your how would you describe the Christmas? May please write it. Or suppose you are the visitor, you are in dilemma, you don't know whether to disclose your identity to disappoint the lady, or let her believe that her dear Jim has come back. Write a letter to your friend highlighting your anxiety, fears, and feelings. Okay, now this is a letter writing part. You have to write a letter to your friend telling him that you went as a visitor to see Mrs. Macpherson, but she presumed that you are Jim, her husband, and you had so many things in your mind. So what you have to write in this letter particularly is how you felt when she was talking to you, how you felt when she touched you, she held your hand. These all things you have to write to your friend. Okay, as such, you are a boy here. Even girls who are writing this letter will write it as if they are a boy. Okay, okay. Ask doubts in Google Classroom. Okay, if you've got any doubt, please feel free. The next, given below is an outline of a story. Construct your story. Now, this thing you all are doing since class 5th. I'm not wrong. Writing a story. This is the thing. You may pause the video and write a story of your own. Okay. Please read these things. Pause the video and read all these great thoughts by great people who ever lived on this earth. With this, I guess this is the end of the video and the end of working with language part of Unit 1. Thank you.